Welcome back to Melody Guitar Book 1. This is a free course designed to help you learn how to read and play melodies in standard music notation. You can download this book for free from my website. I'll leave a link in the description. We're on pages 31 and 32, where you're going to learn about first and second endings. First and second endings are a special kind of repeat. A first ending appears with the bracket and the number 1 right before the backward repeat, and the second ending appears with the bracket and the number 2. The first time through a repeated section, you repeat as normal. The second time through, you skip the first ending and jump to the second ending. So in this example at the bottom of page 31, you would play we're under the first ending here, repeat, skip over to the second ending here. Make sure you're in the habit now of not only looking at the beginning of your music for the time signature and scanning through your music for dynamics, also look for repeat signs and first and second endings. And be sure you circle those repeat signs. Professional players write reminders in their music all the time, and you should too. Number 58 is pretty short, even with a repeat. It's in 4/4 time. We have a forte dynamic marking, and that's it. There is a repeat, so we go back to the beginning, and there's a first and second ending to watch out for. So make sure when you play the second time through, you skip the first ending and jump right to the second ending. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. As far as notes go, number 58 is not too tricky. I do want to talk about that first and second ending. In the example at the bottom of page 31, the first ending was only one measure, but a first ending could be any number of measures. This time we have 2 measures under our first ending. So we play at the beginning, play to the repeat sign, then jump back to the beginning, and then we jump to the second ending. One, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. Number 59 is in 4/4 time. It's marked piano at the beginning and then forte at the beginning of the third line. Also in the third line, there's a repeated section. You can see the first ending with the backward repeat. Whenever you see that backward repeat, you look for the nearest forward repeat, which in this case appears at the beginning of the same line. And then you would play those 2 measures at the beginning of that line, jump over the first ending, right to the second ending. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. At the beginning of 59, we have a G going to an F. What I did in the playthrough is I had my first finger down and my third finger down, so I was prepared to play the F right after the G by just lifting up my finger. The first two measures of line 2 are a whole lot like your speed booster from page 27. We're just moving step by step from your second line G to your top of your staff G. If you compare the repeated section in line 3 to line 1, you'll see it's identical except for the dynamic. Same music. Then of course we take that repeat, skip over the first ending and go to the second ending. One, two, 1, 2, ready, play. Number 60 is in 3/4 time and it's marked forte throughout. This one has 2 repeated sections. Notice the second measure of the second line, we have a backward repeat. You always look for the nearest forward repeat. In this case, there is no forward repeat before that, so we go back to the beginning of the music. Not the beginning of that line, but the beginning of the entire exercise. Then we play through all that again, and as we reach the end, we find a backward repeat with the first ending. We look for the nearest forward repeat. In this case, that forward repeat is just a few measures before. So we play that little section again, play through the end, skipping over the first ending. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. Second line, measure 3, this is the beginning of the second repeated section. We have C to an A. If you like, you could keep both fingers down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I chose not to do that in the playthrough because I want to have some separation between those two notes. But if you want to have them ringing at the same time, it actually sounds okay. Although I did not keep both fingers down, I was aware of the fact that my C was there with my first finger, my A was there with my second finger. I had both fingers hovering over where they needed to be to play this music. So I didn't need to move very much. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. Your assignment is to practice exercises 58 through 60 on page 32. And don't forget to include the speed booster from page 27 and the chromatic exercise from page 22 in your warm-up. As always, make sure you keep good time by either practicing along with the video or practicing with a metronome. Stay on these for about a week. Make sure you're comfortable with the music before you move on. And when you're ready, I'll see you on page 33 with a couple new dynamic markings, mezzo piano and mezzo forte.